How's it going? And Nintendo have done it again, where we're like, oh, this new game coming out. It looks like it doesn't have enough content in. It feels like it's missing some stuff. And Nintendo go, oh yeah, I think you're right. It is going to have more features in it, don't worry. But they'll come in a free update ages after the game actually releases, by the time you're already bored of it. And this is what they're now doing with the new Mario Strikers Battle League, as we got announced on Twitter recently, saying that there is going to be more updates coming in the future for free, where they add in more characters, as characters are the big complaint about this game, because there's only 10, and people are like, why are there not many characters? So Nintendo have just gone on Twitter and be like, guys, we're going to add in characters eventually. And yeah, this is not always the best thing. So this is a really big problem Nintendo have had recently, especially with a lot of their online games. So all of the Mario sports games pretty much have had this issue where they just have missing content, and Nintendo add it in free updates after the game's already come out, rather than just waiting until they can fully finish the game, so it's got lots of stuff to do on release. And people just get bored of the game before the updates even come out, and it just kills off the game. And they're doing it with Nintendo Switch Sports as well. I've seen lots of people say the game just feels like it's lacking a lot of stuff. And when the trailer first came out, they already said, oh, we're going to have to add this sport as DLC, because the game doesn't even have golf at the moment. And Wii Sports Resort already had way more sports than Nintendo Switch Sports has, and is even going to get from DLC. So like, yeah, it feels like Nintendo aren't putting in that much effort, and they're just trying to fix stuff later on, and people are already going to be done with the game, and it's really sad. And their next game, Mario Strikers, seems to just be missing so much stuff. It doesn't have main staple characters like Daisy, Diddy Kong, Toadette, and it's missing a lot. 10 characters is not much for a game where 8 characters are playing on the pitch at once. And yeah, they even did this with Animal Crossing. That was much better though, I feel like, because the game was really good at launch, and they just wanted to add a few fixes and updates to make the game feel even better. But with these sports games like Mario Golf Super Rush, that has already had a few updates that added in more courses, and it was just like, why were they not in the game when it released? It would have been so much better to be able to play them from the start, because I haven't even had time to go back and play them because I'm busy with other games that I have more interest in now, and I haven't really played the new courses at all, which is a shame because I would have played them loads if it was out when I first got the game. Yeah, the Mario Tennis Aces was kind of where this all started, which is a long time ago, and that game didn't have that many characters in, but they added in loads eventually. But the game did die really quickly. I remember not being able to find matches on it at all just after a while of it being out, and it was really sad because it was when I just got back into the game and I wanted to start playing online, but it would take ages to even find a game. And I'm really worried now because Mario Strikers Battle League looks like it's a really cool return for that game. It's still got the same violent charm as the old ones have, combined with the game of football, but you can kind of break all of the rules. But it just seems very empty, and there's like not that much stuff in it. And so much so that Nintendo just had to tweet that they were going to add free updates. I feel like it's because of all of the complaints they had, because usually they put it in the trailer, and they didn't even have it in the trailer, so I'm kind of wondering if it was just a last minute panic they did. They were just like, oh, we'll eventually fix this game, make it better. And people aren't even happy about that at all. I've seen people complain about this even like a year ago when a few of these other games with this problem weren't even out yet. I just want Nintendo to stop and maybe like push their games back and release them when they're fully done, because it will help the fan base like stay with the game longer, because they can actually do stuff. They won't forget about the game and never play it again, as games that are finished when they come out tend to actually get a lot more support. They'll get better reviews from companies and the actual players, so more people will want to get the game when it comes out. And it feels like they don't really understand the concept of adding in like DLC updates. You're meant to have the game ready first, but then just add even more content. Like Splatoon 2, they did really well. They added in the Octo expansion pass, which is super fun, and I'd love to see them do more stuff like that. And they even added in some really nice DLC for Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. But what they've been doing with the online games, like the sports ones, isn't good at all, I don't think. So yeah, this is just kind of the problem Nintendo have had recently with a lot of their online games being released too early. I wonder if this is going to change, or they just love doing free updates now and they think it's good for them. I know people are going to be happy that they're at least adding more stuff into this game, but wouldn't it be better if we just didn't have the complaint in the first place about there not being enough characters or enough game modes or other stuff like that? Yeah, just let me know what you think about this in the comments. I do know loads of people have not been happy about this for a very long time now, so I'm just making my video on it because they literally just did it again. But I really hope you enjoyed this, and if you don't agree with this, that's alright, because it is good that we're getting at least more content for the game. But yeah, if you do want to see more of my videos, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and go check out my Twitch if you want to see me streaming some Nintendo games. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.